Alrighty, all welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Tommy, and this here is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. And I got to do a quick cheap plug here. I do have a new channel out, and of course, that is Licensed to Griddle. If you guys are into that griddle cooking, this channel is definitely going to be for you, as I've got some amazing recipes and also a few off-the-wall recipes. I will leave links to that channel down in the description. If you want to head on over there to check it out and also subscribe, I would be greatly appreciated. So look, that is going to lead us right into today's show, and today's show is going to be all about that Masterbuilt Gravity Fed. And now look, you guys know that I've had just about every Gravity Fed under the sun, from Gen 1s all the way up here to Gen 3s, or is it Gen 2s? I can't even remember. So I have had most of them, and one of the big negatives on the Gravity Fed, all of them actually, is that shelf. That front shelf is practically useless when you have the hood closed. The bar out in front of the hood takes up about half the space of the shelf. Now look, it doesn't bother me as much because I cook here in the shack, so I have plenty of shelf space and also a big table right here in front of me. But I'm sure for those backyard pit masters, it definitely annoys the heck out of you. So I am going to show you a mod out from LSS Mods that I think is probably one of the best mods that he's ever put out. And I've had practically all of them. I am going to show you how to install that front shelf extender. And also for you Gravity Fed XTs, you guys know that the Gravity Fed overshoots it. I have come up with a fix how to fix it. But of course, my way of doing it is definitely the sloppy way of doing it. So Luke did come out with a new temp gauge housing that is going to correct my sloppiness. We will get that installed, and I am going to go on the record here. That temp gauge housing is going to stop all your overshoots, and it is going to help mellow out the temperature of the Gravity Fed XT. So that is a must-have for those XT owners, and also that front shelf extension is going to be a must-have for all you Masterbuilt backyard pit masters. We are going to go over both of those installs today. What I want to do here is let's turn our attention down to the board and let's get this stuff installed. As we open up my Masterbuilt Gravity Fed XT, right off the bat, I can tell you I absolutely love the build quality of this pit, but it does overshoot, and it takes some time to stable the temperature, and this housing will help you achieve both. Of course, my hacked up housing is going to come off. If you've not seen that video, I will drop it down in the description. You could check that out. That is only 2 screws holding it, and you don't even have to remove the screws, so you can just loosen them up, and then you're going to have 1 screw and bolt that is actually going to hold the thermometer in. So that is literally 1, 2, 3 to get that off. And as you can look at my hack job, and of course Luke comes in and shows me up all the time. Yes. So that is perfect. And look, the theory on the original XT temp gauge housing is it kind of closes the gauge in, and I feel by closing the gauge in, it traps some heat in there, or maybe shields some heat. It just doesn't do the job that I think the XT should be doing. So again, for me, this little housing right here certainly fixes that. So up on the screen is going to be that front shelf for the Gravity Feds, and you can see that front handle comes out and takes up about half of the shelf. The first thing we are going to do to remove it is you got 2 bottom screws, 1 on each side of the bracket. You are just going to remove both of those screws. From there, you've got 2 peepholes. You've got 2 more screws on the bracket to the XT. Now, you do not have to remove these screws. About 2 turns is all you need. That is going to release the shelf system of the Gravity Fed right from the housing. So you can just pick that up and remove it. Once you get that removed, you want to get that table side, and a flat surface definitely helps. So that is going to be upside down on the flat surface. You are basically going to remove the hinges off the Masterbuilt shelf, and you want to do one at a time. That way you don't get confused. You may need a 7/16 wrench to get this off, and obviously a Phillips head. Once you get that unscrewed, and this is going to unscrew completely. So once you get that unscrewed, you are going to carefully transfer it to the extended housing from LSS Mods, and basically just attach it with the same way that you took it off the Masterbuilt shelf. And I definitely recommend to do one side at a time. It is going to go on exactly the way you took it off. Once you get the one side done, you can flop on over to the other side. Again, remove the screw using a 7/16 wrench. And once that is removed, you can bring that up to the extender and get that all connected up, all snugged up, and you are about halfway home. Yeah. So once you get that transferred over, you are going to line up, again, flipped upside down. You are going to line the extension shelf up with the gravity fed shelf. You'll see some holes right there. Just kind of line those holes up. And this is why it is important to do it on a flat surface, because you want that shelf to shelf nice and flat. Now, Luke did provide some screws and bolts up there, along with a washer that is squared off on one edge. What makes this for an easy install, you are going to grab the bolt and put that to the extension side of the mod. There is your flat extended washer. That is going to go right on. Grab the other supplied bolt, 7/16 wrench, and you are going to just tighten those up. I mean, how easy could it be? Now, as you get everything tightened down, you may have to grab another 7/16. I just used a little bit of vice grip to get everything tightened down. Once everything was tightened and nice and snug, it is time to get the extension put back on the Masterbuilt, and that is going to be exactly the way we took it off. Slide it up on those two bolts, secure it from the 2 bottom bolts that you took off. You are going to use the same hardware that you had when you removed it. Get those all secured up, and then go up to that little hole up on the top where you did the 2 turns, turn it tight, and you are, believe it or not, all installed. I mean, it took me about probably a half hour, 45 minutes, because I'm working the camera for you guys. But for you guys, if you watch this, you are looking at about a 10-15 minute install, and that's the extension there. And I have to tell you again, I am super excited and feel that this is some of Luke's best work, as that useless shelf is now useful. Yeah. Alrighty, so I tried to keep this video as brief as possible for you guys. And again, I feel for XT owners that this Temp mod is a must-have. Unless you want to remove the one that was on the pit and do it up yourself, you can do it a little bit better than I did, I'm sure. But the front extension for the shelf, I mean, look, if you want shelf space, that is going to be another must-have mod. And of course, I am going to have information to both of these products down in the description for you guys to get on over to LSS and check them out. That is going to close out this show here. My name is Tommy. I appreciate you all for watching. I'll see you over at License to Griddle. And until next time, we will see you soon.